Scoop Lionel Howard along with Old School Johnny Rocket, and we are here for the second edition of Bell Time.
Ding ding.
Ding ding indeed. We are here to talk about recent wars that we've seen between federations.
And not just federations, but kind of like interfederation storylines, factions coming in to take over.
Certainly most fans will remember from back in the day, back in the 90s, the NWO invading WCW.
And, you know, that was kind of a catalyst that kind of led up to the whole WCW versus WWE Monday Night Wars.
That's right. Many fans who have that Monday Night War DVD at home certainly know the backstage story there. This led to WWF at the time creating D-Generation X, and sort of that counterculture was represented there by DX.
WWF was on the run, 84 weeks, and that's when they kind of went from kind of the old tire stuff to what a lot of the newer fans know as the New Attitude Era.
That's right, that's right. And fans around this area have seen the CWA up in Columbia. We've seen TNA invade CWA, and that's on this particular episode of GCW.
It's on this episode, and just before the segment, you saw a couple of matches, and later on you will see a great match, Josh Magnum versus the Black Machismo. But even closer to this area, just recently we were privileged to be a part of FCW versus TWF.
That's right, that's right. And again, you know, that was my first night in the announce booth, and I tell you what, there was so much excitement in the building. Just the fans really did make that show when it was FCW on one side of the ring and TWF on the other.
Yeah, you had basically the separations in the fans, and it was kind of like being at a college football game. You had one fans on one side and fans on the other, and it was pretty incredible. And at one point, Lionel Howard even running through the crowd to get in the ring.
That's right. That's
right. Pumped up.
I had to celebrate with my TWF boys.
Yeah.
But it certainly was an exciting time, and some of those TWF stars we still see today on the FCW card.
Oh, and not to mention some of those we see from time to time.
Perform
at CWA.
Right, perform at CWA and TWF as well.
So, you know, the inner feud between federations is kind of like an interesting concept, because we also want to make sure we don't leave out ECW's invasion of the WWE as well. That actually happened on a couple of different occasions, and that kind of actually happened following, at one point early on, but it also happened following the WCW versus WWE conflict as well.
That's right. That whole invasion angle that WWF did when they bought WCW was certainly something memorable. What other feuds have we seen?
Those I would say are the main ones and probably the prominent ones right there. If you get a chance, if you get 24/7, you know, a lot of times they recently had a Legends on the Monday Night Wars, and if you're really interested in this discussion, like Lionel said, check out the WWE versus WCW Monday Night Wars.
That is certainly a good DVD, and you'll also see it on WWE 24/7, as Rocket has said. And also it makes mention of it in the Four Horsemen DVD.
Yes,
Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen. And also there were some notable feuds over in Japan where the NWO was prominent, and that's certainly where Eric Bischoff got the idea to bring the NWO in WCW. He hired stars that WWF couldn't afford anymore or didn't want, and this certainly made for good television for the wrestling fans.
And so you see the inner feud thing between factions and federations is a pretty common and pretty ongoing storyline.
It certainly is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am the Scoop Lionel Howard on with Old School Johnny Rocket. We appreciate you so much for watching Bell Time on GCW. We'll see you next time.